Good morning. This is Professor Souryana Yassine from the University of Tizi Ouzou to introduce you the SQ4R method, which is a part of the reading MOOC. It deals with week 4. The objectives of these sequence is to introduce the SQ4R method, learn how to use the SQR technique, highlight the benefits of the SQR technique, use SQR to read teaching materials. Sequence 1, the SQ4R technique and strategy. SQ4R is an active reading method technique which is useful for study or teaching materials and textbooks. It was first developed by Robinson in 1961 as the SQ3R method. Then it was modified into SQ4R by Thomas and Robinson in 1972. SQ4R is an active method for reading different types of study texts. A flexible reading strategy which engages readers during every phase of the reading process. It helps readers absorb the information they are handling, calls for the reader's senses, allows the readers to actively engage in processing their readings and subsequently provide their accounts using their own language. SQ4R steps. The SQ4R method consists of 6 steps. First, S, which stands for survey. 2, Q, which is question. 3, R1, which is read. 4, R2, which is record. 5, R3, which is recite or respond. And 6, R4, which is review. Step 1, survey. Survey is the first step in the SQ4R technique. It is meant to have an overview of the reading material through the identification of its organization and main parts. It helps to skim the text for the main information. Surveying serves 3 purposes. First, it gives you the big picture. It stabilizes and directs your thoughts. And 3, it gets over the starting hump. Here is the reference of this quote. When you survey a text, pay attention to the following text features: headings, subheadings, illustrations, charts, and diagrams. Boldface type also. The second step of the SQ4R is named question. It requires making questions about the headings and top sentences of the and topic sentences of the reading text. Asking questions keeps the reader actively thinking about the meaning of the text and the different information she or he expects. Using the WH word helps you get the gist of the text: who, what, where, when, why, and how. Step 3, read. Step 3 is called read. It involves actual and active reading of the material. So, as you read, you need to scan the text and reread passages if necessary, give answers to the previously formed questions, use techniques such as highlighting the text, mind mapping, or outlining. Engage actively with the text and keep focused on your purposes. Make connections between the different parts of the text and the main ideas they highlight. Step 4, record. Step 4, which is called record, requires stopping at the end of each paragraph or section of information to take notes or record important pieces of information. The notes you make at this stage look like a reduced or a condensed form of the information you need to study and learn, a kind of personal notes summary. Recording keeps you actively involved in the learning process and maintains your interaction with the reading material. Taking notes also prevents you from reading without processing information clearly and helps you remember important points. Taking notes helps keeping the information in working memory and subsequently allows you to store it in your long-term memory. Finally, it gives you the possibility of identifying the key concepts as well as the main relation between them. Step 5, recite or respond. The fifth step, which is named recite or respond, consists of reciting the key points read and written in the previously taken notes. Recite helps check in the reader's understanding and memorization of information. It gives an opportunity to cross-check the previously provided answers in the early steps of the reading process. This step helps in testing the reader's comprehension, drives the material deeper into his long-term memory, and helps connect the content with what he already knows. You have the reference just below. Step 6, review. The last step of the SQ4R technique is called review. It consists of making immediate and ongoing reviews of the reading material. To send information from your short-term memory to your long-term memory, it is better to do your review within the 24 hours following your reading. Rework problems. Rework problems from class or from your textbook. When reviewing the content of the text you have read, you can use the following tips. Provide informed answers to the questions asked during the question step. Revise and recite from the notes that you made in the record step. Use your own words to write a summary of the important concepts and details. Use your preferred additional study tools such as highlights, flashcards, outlines, study tapes, or visual notes. Now, here is a visual representation summing up the SQ4R method. You have survey, question, read, record, recite, and review. And as you note, the read, record, and recite are used in a cyclic way, just to lead you to the review. Here is a short bibliography that can help you read and know more about this reading technique. So, thank you for your attention and looking forward to meeting you in the next video.